Happy Sunday, CMP fam. This is Ashley. I'm back with another CEO Sunday, and today I'm kind of doing something that I've never done before.
My name is Ashley, CEO, head designer, and master planner at Cloth and Paper. This series is so you can get to know me, the girl behind the brand.
So in the 4+ years of having Cloth and Paper, I've never shown you guys my entire planner collection. Now it's not like crazy like a lot of planner collections that I've seen. I'm very like particular and very selective. So I collect vintage planners. So a lot of my collection, probably half of my collection is vintage. Half of it is Cloth and Paper planners. So yeah, I just want to show you what I have. And I'm gonna kind of start from the oldest and then bring you guys to the most current and the one that I'm using for 2020. So let's get started. The first planner and the smallest planner that I have is this Fendi pocket planner. Now I tried, believe me, I tried to use this planner. And it is just so small. Like, hats off to the people that can pull off an entire year planning in something so tiny. I think my handwriting is a little bit too big to use a pocket-sized planner. And just like everything is just so small. Like, look at that. It's a beautiful planner. It is well made, well constructed. I love having it in my collection, but for me, I can't use pocket size. Not for, like, I think I tried to use this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna use this for 3 months and see how I feel. And I even tried doing the whole wallet thing that a lot of people use. I couldn't make it work. So I used this for about a month, and then I just happily added it to my shelf. It's pretty to look at, but I can't use it for more than a month. But it's great. So this is from Fashion File. I want to say I paid $80 for it, like not like significant price. Like even if you're an entry-level planner person and you're wanting to kind of like step your toe into the luxury pond, check out Fashion File. Like this is where I get most of my secondhand stuff from, is because you can find a lot of these vintage planners for a really good price. So $80 for this one, and it's pretty, and I love having it. So my next one is a personal size planner. So it kind of has the bubble wrap and the vintage inserts in it, but this is a Chanel Caviar. I think it's called Timeless Planner. It is a 6-ring planner, and it's beautiful. Y'all, I haven't used this one. Something in me cannot use this planner, and I feel silly saying that, but this is more like a collector's item for me. Like I can't use it, I don't want to mess it up. It's gorgeous, and I didn't pay a lot of money for it. I think this one was $120, no, $180. This is $180. And again, this is another beautiful piece to have in my collection. I love this planner. I love this planner. I am going to use it one day, I promise. Then this is actually a vintage Dior planner. I have only seen one other person with this planner, and this was a fashion blogger that I saw with this planner that actually piqued my interest as far as looking for this planner goes. This was pretty hard to find. I don't know if Dior just didn't make a lot of these, but I actually got this one for about $120. And this planner is so, look at this. Oh, like there is some chipping to the rings, but for the most part, these vintage planners, their rings are very weighty, like very heavy. This planner was from the 1980s, and like look, gorgeous. And I just love how this is kind of understated. Like if you know Dior, you know the stitching, but it doesn't scream like luxury, hey, I bought an expensive planner. It just looks very nice, simple, chic. Love this planner. I would never get rid of any of these planners. Now these will be staying in my collection forever. That was pre. Once I joined the planner community, you know how hot the Louis Vuitton planners were. So this was my first Louis Vuitton planner. This was the Louis Vuitton MM and monogram. This actually has, remember when we did brass dashboards? This has one of our brass dashboards in it, and then look at like the original Cloth and Paper inserts. How crazy is that? Like, super crazy. Like something in me cannot disassemble this setup. I'm like reminiscing, like this reminds me of like when I first started Cloth and Paper. And again, I would never get rid of this. I will never get rid of the setup inside. This will always just stay on the shelf just like this. Then, because you know Louis Vuitton turns into an addiction, the planner that I got right after that one was the Louis Vuitton desk agenda. I would say now in hindsight, like if I were to put like a regret on a purchase, it would just be the canvas that I chose on this one. In hindsight, I wish I would have gotten the Damier Graphite because I feel like that matches my style a little bit more. But again, still a very beautiful planner. I wish they put the credit card pockets up here and kind of put these pockets in the back, but I still own it. I would get another one. And this planner is actually what made me want to make a desk agenda. I just love the simplicity of this design and how easy it was to carry. And I felt like I was like a little bit less, not that I was careless with it, I felt like a little bit more carefree. Like I didn't worry about scratching it as much as I did like the hardware on the snap on the Louis Vuitton MM. Love this planner, love it, love it, love it. That's kind of like all the luxury stuff as far as like luxury designers. Everything else in my collection are Cloth and Paper planners. So you guys have seen a lot of these, and so I don't have to go too much in depth on these, but I will show you. These are all planners that I use each year. The first one was the smooth quilted desk agenda. And when we first came out with the desk agenda, again, I said, kind of inspired by the Louis Vuitton. I did not include the snap on it. Over time, we've changed that design because we saw that you guys were really trying to stuff these to the max, and it was getting hard for you guys to really keep the planner flat and closed. So we added a snap so that you would be able to close your desk agendas. But I don't know, I kind of feel like I want to revisit not having a snap. Tell me what you guys think. Would you like us to re-release desk agendas without the snap closure? Leave a comment below. I'm really interested in that. And then that same year, I also used the A5 smooth quilted agenda. This one has the gold hardware. A5 just will always be my go-to size. It's a close tie between A5 and half letter as far as like what I can commit myself to using for more than a month. When I first got this one, I did not move out of this for like a year and a half. It's just the half letter and the A5 are just perfect sizes to be able to put everything down that you need to put down. If you're trying to document work and home, it's just the perfect size. So I always get asked, what is your go-to size? And it is really a tie between half letter and A5, but you'll see what I'm currently using for 2020. And then I also used the personal smooth quilted. This one was with gold rings, and this had 1/2 inch rings, which we found out was a little bit too small for our customers. So over time, we actually did increase the ring size to 1 inch. But this, I love using this one too. This was my purse planner. So if I needed to go to meetings, this is usually what I was toting to meetings. And then, if you guys remember, we came out with Saffiano, so a little bit more durable, a little bit more carefree of a leather texture. This was another desk agenda that we came out with. And you guys remember how popular these monogram stickers were. I kind of put those up. I put those to the front to kind of customize my planner, and then added these rings inside. But yeah, this was a fun, cool, like another carefree tool to use. I love this agenda. I would never get rid of these. Should we bring back the Saffiano, y'all? What do y'all think? Should we bring this back? I don't know. And then I also use the A5 Saffiano. This one had black hardware, and then it also had the magnetic closure. Over time, we also found out that you guys weren't a big fan of the magnetic closure, and magnets get weak over time, and I didn't want to leave you guys hanging with a planner that wouldn't close properly over time. So now all of our planners have a snap closure to it. So loved using those, and what I'm using for 2020. I want to show y'all first, like, pump the brakes, like, skirt. I always give myself like the kind of the reject stuff, the stuff that doesn't pass our quality control. but I don't have the heart in me to throw stuff away. I think that's just like a hoarder mentality in me. Like I feel like I can always repurpose something. So this personal size planner, the rings weren't like to our quality standards. And so I took the rings out and I added a mini HP to this. Like look at that. How dope is that? So I'm excited to see if I can integrate this into my planning system for 2020. But so far, I love that it's kind of like that mid-size between personal and A6. It has a really good amount of writing space, and I'm happy. Like it's easy to put in my work bag or to take with me on the go. I'm really loving this, and I didn't know that a mini HP would fit into personal size. So life hack right there. This will be my bread and butter for 2020. I love this planner. I love this planner so much, y'all. So I was using this probably for 6 or 7 months before we actually released it. And that's one, to kind of test it and its durability, but also to see if it's really gonna be user-friendly and hold up. Y'all, I really love this planner, and it's just nice and squishy and love it. So, and look how beefy it is. So this is my work planner. So all things cloth and paper are in here. I always keep a, oh, this is turning into like what's in my planner thing. I won't go too in depth because that needs to be a separate video, right? But yeah, I always keep a notebook up front. I want to show y'all the dashboards because it's a new dashboard, and I've been loving the hourly undated. But yeah, I am loving this, and oh yeah, the black hardware. Gotta have the black hardware. For me, I just love it. But yeah, that is my entire planner collection. It's not like massive, but I love every single planner in my collection, and I'm really thankful to have it. Thank you guys so much for watching my planner collection video. Tell me which one was your favorite, which ones do you have, and what video would you like to see next Sunday? Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys next week.